Coming up next, we have the Wandsworth Sunday Roast with Elliot. So stick around for that.
This is Wandsworth Radio News.
Well, the news is that was a song that no one remembers by Geri Halliwell. And to be honest, nobody really remembers Geri Halliwell until that sort of song comes out and you realise that song was so immemorable that we'll never be able to fully experience it again. But what we can look forward to today is, yes, you are listening to none other than Wandsworth Sunday Roast with me, Elliot Stewart, and a few star guests and surprise guests as well. Now, the interesting thing about surprise guests is they waft in like a cold storm, like a hail of bullets, like a collection of socks under your nose, but mainly as a surprise as they appear to be going through the items on the table in front of me. Who is this mysterious person? Why am I still on the radio, and how did I come back, and what really happened to me in that wedding in Colchester? You'll find out after these random noises. Hear it, but I can. So you are tuned in to Wandsworth Radio. You are tuned in the afternoon, but don't worry, it'll be over soon. It lasts about 2 hours, baby. Is it exciting? Maybe. Because you're tuned into Wandsworth Sunday Roast. That's right, you are tuned in for some reason. You are tuned in. That was me, because I couldn't be bothered doing that live. So that is the jingle there that we normally have at the beginning of the show. But actually, currently, I'm a little bit bamboozled and confused, because we do still have so our guests here. We've got Rayanna, who's over there. Hello, are you there?
I'm here, hello.
I've been practicing saying your name.
Oh, and you're doing really well.
And I'm emphasising the Ray and not the Anna. Though, do you get called Ray or Anna? Because Ray is the lady in Star Wars now.
Yeah, I know, but I came first.
Okay, that's cool, yes. So you're the original trilogy, so that's
yeah,
good.
I wish.
You've not been digitally remastered in the 90s or anything, have you? Or we should not get into that?
No, let's not go into it. No.
Okay, so who is that next to you right now? Who is that person?
Harvey Nichols.
Nicole Harvey. You got your name wrong. You're Nicole Harvey, and you're back. And the rest of you as well is all here.
My back, yeah.
Yes, she did some sort of, I want to say, like twerking.
I know what you were going for.
She was doing twerking, but from the top. I don't know what that means, but I've just witnessed it now. Now, the strangest thing we've got now is we were going to have something happening, and we do have Auntie Battalion, but he's had some sort of a vocal transmogrification. If we can move him around here, could you just shuffle him around? I basically, we were expecting Auntie in the shape of what he normally is, and if we could just get him to go and sit on Nicole's lap, or at least nearby. So he's just going to shuffle around there. This is really... Oh, it's just going to... See that? I don't know what happened then, but that's quite exciting. That's why we have him on the show, so he can injure small woodland creatures that we had installed behind the desk here. But you are listening, for some reason, to the... not the Auntie Battalion show, but to Wandsworth Sunday Roast with me, Elliot Stewart, and Auntie Battalion. Now, are you there, Auntie?
Yes, I'm here.
Well, you need to put your mouth... See, he's so professional. See that big fuzzy red thing?
Yeah?
Put your mouth... Hello there.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, no, my name's Elliot, but that's very nice.
No, it's all right, I was just talking to the mic.
Okay, that's good. So you're here today and not gone tomorrow. That you're here in a different physical state.
I look worse than normal, I think.
Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't say that. Actually, I'm not even sure if that's a compliment or an insult, to be honest. But you're here today in one shape or another. So
I am. I'm trying out a new character, basically.
The voice is amazing.
Thank you.
It's
really
uncanny.
I've been practicing for
It's got a sort of sad,
years.
hollow kind of resonance about it. It seems quite pitiful. I like what you're doing with that.
I'm often called pitiful.
Oh, no, you're full of pits. No, I don't know what that means. Show me your... Don't show me your pits.
But no, I'm here. Auntie Battalion is actually here today.
That's indeed. So that's pretty cool. Now, I was going to say one more thing is that are we quite happy with that voice? Can you keep that voice up?
No.
For the entire show?
Probably 20 minutes.
Okay, so we're going to keep... You can keep it going for 20 minutes. There's not many men that can say that. So anyway, here's some modern music. That certainly was and still is Sophie Ellis-Bextor, who I think had a face like a rhombus, my wife says. Anyway, so... but here's some more music. I've forgotten to stop it. But after this, we're going to find out what truly is going on with Auntie Battalion today. And yes, you are still listening to, for some reason, Wandsworth Sunday Roast with me, Elliot Stewart, and someone who may or may not be me. Oh, it is me, yes. And next to me is Auntie during Battalion. He's trying out a new comedy character at the moment, so we're just going to see how that pertains itself. So, hi Auntie, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm actually based on a character that was locked in an attic.
Okay.
So,
Alicia's Attic from the 90s, or?
No, probably not.
No. Nobody remembers that band. For good reason.
Some people do.
Rayanna knows who Alicia's Attic were, or some sort of connecting with Dave Stewart. I remember. What's that? Hello.
I say that I remember Alicia's Attic. Yeah.
Yes.
It was a big hit in school.
It was massive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How did it go? Or
It's funny you should say that because I'm now desperately trying to think what the song was and how it went.
So, does anybody out there who's
someone start me off and I'll get there?
Okay, we live in Alicia's Attic. Really.
That's definitely
that's not how it goes, isn't it?
That should be in the basement.
I'll look it up in time for the next break.
I couldn't think anything that rhymes with attic. That's what it is. So basically, if you can find out what
erratic.
Well, there you go. That's what you're here for. It's to go out with worms that rhyme. worms that rhyme. Yeah. Sorry, yes, I don't know what I'm talking about, but because I'm confused because next to me is Auntie during Battalion. Hello, Auntie.
Hello.
Because I'm introducing you again with your new, unique vocal thing. So what happened? Was it like Bob Dylan? Because he fell off a motorbike, didn't he? And he's injured his coccyx or his nose, and he talked or sang differently. And that's what happened to you.
It's basically similar to that. I look as if I've been in a road accident.
Oh, dear. No. We're being handed something here now. Alicia's Attic. I feel.
Don't know the rest of the song, but that's the melody.
Wow, there you go.
I would.
Now, hopefully, we won't get done by the copyright police because I'm not sure whether. Oh, I like the fact you got one fan that came on to clap. So that's amount of people.
Very good.
There you go.
Thank you.
No, we're clapping the fan. We're not clapping your singing. I mean, who knows? I mean, basically, if Alicia's Attic are out there and are planning a reunion, come to the studio right now and we'll try our best to recognise you. So, yes, now... Oh, no, I got in trouble then. It is the fan club there. So, yes. So, anyway, Nicole, hello. Hello there. Hello there. So, one of the things you said hello, you dived into the microphone and then went away again. I don't just say, it's time for Nicole to say hello. Say hello, Nicole.
Hello, Nicole.
And that was it. Yes, fine. No. How are you today? You been good?
Very well, thank you.
Did you find somewhere to live?
I moved.
You moved?
I warmed the house and everything.
What, in a sort of an arsonist way? Or you mean warmed as in you've had people round? And snakes, apparently. You're hushing me. Sorry, that just fell off. So, yeah, so where not say where you're living now, but is it nice where you're living now? Because you said there were trains rushing past and random things and foreign people. Pardon?
It's really quiet, but you can hear the tube.
I know, because you're not quite near enough the microphone. That's what it is. You just need... Like that. There you go. Now try. Now describe the tube.
You can hear the tube train.
Do you see there's a difference?
Place.
Eh?
Yeah.
You can hear the tube train. Okay.
So you kind of feel like you're in rush hour, but you're at home and then it's quiet again for a few minutes.
Okay, so it's quite exciting. A bit like Blues Brothers. You know Blues Brothers? That scene where they're... It's lovely, is it? It is lovely. So where do you live, Auntie? I'm going to move the microphone now. Professional moving the microphone.
No, I'm
here.
still up in the attic, actually. But you talking about the tube, I actually travelled on the Northern Line today.
Oh, yeah.
And it was crowded with people with very high IQs, actually.
Oh, high IQ.
Yeah, it was a tube of Smarties.
Well. Eh?
It was a tube of Smarties.
Look at that. We have jokes provided for us. And later on we might have some. But that's lovely. That's very good. Thank you for
it was very good, yeah. No, there
Yeah.
was an accident on the way here.
Yes.
And 2 pedestrians were killed in a collision.
Yeah.
I don't know how quick they were walking.
Right. Good. Yes.
That was it, really, yeah.
Oh, I just got it. Sorry, I was
you
thinking.
just got it?
I've just got it, and I can feel it all over me. Yes, I'm going to recover by playing some. I'm going to need to recover by playing some pop music. I'm just mishearing songs today because I thought he was saying bacon. Maybe I'm just really, really hungry. I don't know. Now, you were just telling me, Nicole, about this TV fiasco thing you were having. Now, you used to own one TV, but it became 3, 2 become 1.
No,
Spice Girls.
So third time lucky is apparently a thing.
Okay, what with TVs?
I was very excited to get myself a big TV.
Widescreen, very widescreen.
Eat fried chicken and watch big TV. So I got this big TV, and it had like a cracked screen.
Oh yeah, I saw on Facebook. It looked like an evil thing.
Yeah, sci-fi
like it was
horror
possessed.
Story.
Yeah.
And then, so I raced back to the shop.
Yep.
Beginning with an A and ending in Argus.
Okay.
And they made me go with a taxi to take that one back instead of just sending a delivery guy with a new one who could take away the old one.
So that was sorted then, wasn't it?
And then, no.
Oh.
And I said, you're not going anywhere. Let's switch this baby on and make sure it works.
Pardon? Yes.
And it didn't.
Oh.
So then he got through to the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Who apparently ordered another one.
Hooray!
They didn't.
Wizard
and
of
then the
Argos,
next day
yeah.
I called the Wizard of Oz myself.
Okay.
And they told me that HQ of Wizard of Ozness that wasn't on its way.
Oh.
Ordered another one.
Yeah. I've lost count. How many are we on? 3 now. Number
So
2, number 3.
Third
one.
lucky. Fourth ordering.
Yeah.
I have a TV that works.
It works.
Yeah.
And what was the first program that you saw on it? Was it really worth the effort? I'm going to sit and watch Loose Women. Did you see something really good in widescreen?
No.
No.
I've just been watching an interview with David Lynch.
Oh, that's good. Well, that ties into some... Well, that's classy. That's quite good. I thought you were going to say... I can't think of what's a bad TV program. What's that thing with Zoe Ball at the moment? Some sort of game show where she says, touch the thing you want to win or touch the thing that you want to have. And she's desperately trying to touch a career or something or
it's
talent.
It's taken me so long to get a TV.
Does anyone know the show I'm talking about with the Zoe Ball is got... Basically, it's some sort of game show. Is it called Touch the Something? And Zoe Ball doesn't touch herself. No, she gets people to touch.
Is this a real show? Or
in my mind.
Head?
No, it's not like in Norman Cook's imagination. Like, no, but if you touch me, I might be talented. No, basically the whole thing, it's a game show where basically it involves people doing lots of clambering, like in Wipeout. Only they have to reach out and touch that widescreen television or touch that thing, and it will become theirs. No,
How
you watch.
old is this show?
No, it's a new one. This is a quality
sorry.
BBC thing. They're trying to make the government say, look, we make quality TV like Zoe Ball's Random Game Show, which is not what it's called, but it's if anyone can remember what it's called.
Out for it.
Yeah?
I can't get ITV. They'll have no signal whatsoever.
I can't get ITV at all. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But what does make sense to me is the idea that like some sort of sketch might happen now. So we're going to try that. I mean, probably a bit of a meta moment. So we'll see how this gets on. So yes, I've forgotten who I'm going to be now. Am I 1 or 2? You're not going to tell the audience, so this will be my voice. Hey, lady, I've had this great idea. I told you, greatest idea for a sketch. I have, honestly, a great idea for a sketch.
Okay, go on.
Well, it's called Poetic Justice, right? It's about this judge and everyone he sentences, right? Their names rhyme with what they've done, like Mr. Murgler the burglar. Yeah.
Mr. Poplifter the shoplifter.
Mr. Mugger's elephants.
Oh. Right. With elephants. Got, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
It's not very good, is it?
Oh.
Because it's not true.
Oh.
Real, you got to keep it real. You have to write about what you know, not just random wordplay and cliche situations. For starters, you're not a judge. What do?
Try and write sketches.
Well, then, you need to write a sketch about one of us coming here and saying, I've had this great idea for a sketch, which isn't very good. So... it's decided that you come up with a sketch about someone coming in saying, I've had this great idea for a sketch, which isn't very good.
Well, then what happens?
Well, sketches follow a pattern. So I think the next sketch should be about our sketches follow a pattern. So
you think we should dumb it down a bit, in case it gets too self-referential? Like I should grab this.
No.
Oh, sorry. So, how does that feel? I should not do that, should I?
It ends with the characters discussing how it should end.
But isn't that all a bit too knowing?
Maybe one of the characters should be a bit thick. One of them should just become a bit stupid, asking lots of stupid questions.
Why?
It's a way to help the audience, isn't it? Bit condescending.
What?
Patronising, it means like talking down to people.
if the stupid character is too stupid, the audience might twig that the players regard the audience to be that, you know, thick too, unless they're not clever.
Eh?
All right, that'll do.
Oh, sorry.
So I suppose the stupid character should just leave.
Okay, off you go then.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Ah, the old switcheroo.
No, pardon me. Right, the direction of this sketch is a bit random. It's really not, going anywhere. It just needs, it needs a setup from the beginning, or it will just start to drag, and the payoff that is both pleasing and predictable. It needs to be that and a surprise.
I'm a giraffe?
Yeah, but that's just a non sequitur and a surreal bit of nonsense.
I'm not a giraffe.
No, that's just the same. It's just equally baffling.
Why don't we do a topical reference?
Because they date.
Why don't we do a gross gag?
Because it's cheap and visual, and it's the wrong medium.
Well, why doesn't one of us come up with a series of options about how to end this sketch, and then the other one just sort of like poo-poos them?
Because it'd be rubbish and be too self-aware.
Oh, God, well, why don't we just say, forget the sketch,
right.
Give the impression that we're leaving that subject alone, but secretly we're just bookending the sketch and then go back to the beginning.
I'll forget it.
Actually, on a completely different subject, I've had this great idea for a sketch.
Oh, go on. Now, the news is that was a sketch too far. We've been contacted by the sketch police, and they say basically we got too self-conscious, it was too meta, it was too postmodern. We've got a postmodern expert right here in the disguise of Duhring Battalion with a different voice. Now, tell me, because you were revealing how to do jokes and sketches earlier on, and to be honest, that sketch was good, I think, from a sort of an arty point of view, possibly not a laughy point of view, but tell me, what would you have done with that sketch other than burn it?
Probably cremating it would have been a good option.
I think definitely. So I think with humour, it all depends, about the timing. Basically, it's all about what you do and how you say it and what it is in this modern world. Because at the moment, we're well aware that the world is in a bit of a crux, which is not a rude part of the anatomy. It's a bit of a sticky situation. Because basically, Trump could be ruling the world. I know, and Boris. What's his face could end up taking over from lovely Mr. Cameron. I can't believe I said that. I did inverted commas in case I wasn't being sarcastic, and other sarcastic bits towards other politicians are also available. But how would you fix the world? What could we do with the world, Auntie?
I think Hard as Nails is a good option.
Is it an album by AC/DC? It feels like it should be Hard as Nails.
Yeah, I think it possibly was. Yeah. Yeah.
Because at the moment, I'm looking at you. I don't know why you're dressed as the person out of AC/DC. You've got little schoolboy shorts on, and you're holding what looks like a guitar. I'm really glad you brought that along.
It's an air guitar.
It's an air. Oh yeah.
I'm still learning to play.
It's difficult to describe what an air guitar looks like. You can tell what it's meant to look like. An air guitar basically is the rock version of mime. Isn't it? Yeah.
Someone gave this to me for free, to be honest, this air guitar.
Yeah.
They said you can have it for free.
Does it work?
Well, they said no strings attached.
Oh, there you go. This is why you're here. Ladies and gentlemen, that was fantastic. That was a joke. I'm glad you're here. Of course, I am a genius, and I think what we should do is basically put our clothes back on because hello, yes. So we were just talking about that sketch and how I wasn't thinking it was that good because it was an old one. But who is the oldest person in the room? Well, basically, I'm not going to reveal who that is, but what I'm going to do is count my teeth. Because that's how you tell with horses. If a horse looks at you and you're counting your teeth, then you know you've been hallucinating. And that was an impersonation of a horse. In fact, instead of going through the impersonations of age, can people do... I could try and do my kitten impersonation in a minute. Impersonations of animals. And can I do my kitten? No, it's almost a kitten. Almost a kitten?
Bad.
In pain, quite clearly. So there you are. You're mocking my animal impersonations. No. What animals can you do, madam, then, if you pardon the expression? There's no need to get angry about that. It's a motorbike. That's very good.
Excellent.
That's a very aggressive budgie.
I was thinking
aggressive chihuahua.
It's a chihuahua, the ones they put in the bag and everything. So Nicole suddenly jump at you and say, "Look, can you give me that smile again?" Which is, why are you talking to me when I'm not looking at a script in front of my face and I'm not talking about television set? Can you do an animal impersonation? What is that? A lizard?
Yeah.
That was very good. That now, Auntie. You can do. You can do. Apparently, Auntie can do a very good impression of Gary Holics. This is amazingly talented guy. Your Gary Holics impersonation is scarily good.
No,
but can you do any animals? Can you do an impersonation of Gary Holics doing an impersonation of animals?
I can do a polar bear.
Can you?
What do they sound like?
They sound very well. This one's actually died.
Okay, are you just doing it to break the ice, or?
Yeah, no, that was
so
it.
I did a pun then and no one noticed.
No, that was very good.
I said break the ice, but nothing. No, you're the sexy pun meister.
Yeah.
So what other animals can you do? Can you do...
I'm trying to think of
stick insect?
animals. Most of the animals I can do begin with P. It's
okay.
Parrots,
penguins.
Penguins, yeah.
Yeah.
Pythons.
Peter's dragon.
Do
Pete's dragon.
No.
Don't do the python.
Don't do the python one. Yeah.
No, don't do that.
They are scary.
I have a friend with a pet parrot called Sebastian.
So what's the name of the parrot?
And she takes him all over town.
Thank you. And here is some music by Simon Webb, who probably can do an impersonation of a spider. They seem quite sure that it's coming around again, and maybe it will. Maybe we're waiting for a particular bus, but I realise it's time yet again for a shameless plug. That's right, we advertise stuff, and I have to adopt my not Wogan voice. Hello, I'm Shameless Plug, and today we are talking to a man who may or may not be Duhring Battalion, but I think perhaps today he's doing the voice of Gary Holics. Now, Gary, I should say Auntie, but can you tell me about the next gig that you're doing and what connection that has to the rest of the human race?
Well,
it's shameless plug time.
It's this coming Friday at the Colour House Theatre in Abbey Mills.
Who's that then? Abbey Mills. Is she related to Hayley Mills?
Very, distant relative, I think.
Yeah, so it's distant
of some sort.
Satanic Mills.
Mills, yes.
So are you going to be doing some humour there? You're going to walk on and go, here's a joke, like you do?
Yes, I am. It's there's going to be comedians and funny things going on.
That's novel, that is.
Yeah, this coming Friday and 7:30.
Yeah.
Tickets £5.
Wait, there's a shameless plug again. So basically, what can you tell me about Gary Holics that he hasn't said about himself?
I like to be anti-duhring battalion quite a bit, especially on Sundays.
Okay, on Mondays is when he has his show. But what can you tell me about Gary Holics? Does he, handsome, strapping man is someone he wants to be? But no, what can you tell me about?
You have just seen me, haven't you, Elliot?
Eh?
You have just seen me. You know that I'm strapping and very good looking.
Well, I thought you were... to confuse our listeners, this is Anti-Duhring Battalion putting on the voice of Guy Holics. And to be honest, he's kind of forgotten where he is now.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
Totally. So, yeah.
But you know where you will be next Friday. You're going to be at the Colour House Theatre.
Colour House Theatre.
Yes. At 7:30.
7:30. I might even be there at 7:29.
Yeah, so an extra minute of entertainment just for you and nobody else. Well, we're going to come back now with some more interesting stuff. I think I can stop doing this accent, to be honest. I shouldn't have started doing this accent already. But that's our shameless plug. Does anybody else need anything plugging shamelessly? Rayanna, have you got anything that you want to be... Nicole might be wanting to sell her TV sets or anything. Have you got anything you want to talk about? Obviously, later on we have a spontaneous interview. But...
Do we?
Yes.
Okay. Anything I want to talk about in terms of plugging?
Yes.
Well, for any listeners who are going to be in Cannes next month, I have a little film there. So if you get to the short film corner, make sure you see it. It's called Sally's Inner Demons.
Wow. Sally's in a demon or inner with an ER? She's not inside demons. She's
Sally's inner is in her
demons.
Introvert demons, yeah.
Not demons, the not very good sci-fi show on ITV that no one remembers. You remember that one?
No, it's the kind of demons that I probably can't talk about on a Sunday afternoon show.
It's serious stuff. And when is that? When does that happen again?
So it's a short film I did last year and it just got selected. So it's going to screen at Cannes in May. Yeah.
Okay, so a little while to wait for it. How short it... Being a short film, does everyone have to be really short who's in it? Like Prince and Ronnie Corbett, who couldn't be in it, sadly. It's not about height, is it? It's length.
No,
height.
It's just too soon for that. It's too soon.
I can say that they were small people.
They were.
I didn't think they were. They were small for this world, and now they're not here anymore.
And I doubt that they did many short films, but
they might have.
It's short in length of time.
How long?
Which is 13 minutes, I believe.
There you go. So 13 minutes.
13 minutes of pure drama.
Oh, does that include the opening credits as well? So it's like 12 minutes and 30 seconds.
Plus the credits. So maybe about 14 and a half minutes.
There you go. So it's getting better all the time.
Yeah.
Extra value. It's bigger. So go and see the biggest short film you've ever seen in May very soon. And I pressed the wrong button. I'll try it again. Here we go. That's it. Oh, some piano. Who's playing a piano in here? Yeah, at the end of that, I just thought that was just randomly people hitting things on spoons. I don't know. I mean, I know who Spoons is. Good name for a butler, Spoons. I'm not sure if it is necessarily a very good name for a butler, Spoons. But I mean, I thought, we're trying to think, if you were to have a butler Anti-Duhring Battalion, what would you call your butler if you had one about your person?
Samantha.
Samantha the butler. I thought you were going to go for a verb or something. So no.
No, probably not.
No, because you could call it winkling or winkling or
Samantha for noun.
For now, see that's a good. Samantha for noun just sounds like a well-known, exciting actress and that sort of thing. At the moment, we were going to have an Alice in Wonderland sketch, but I can't get a script in front of me. I'm breaking the fourth wall now. I have to try and lean over and see if I can do it. Is it up on there? I know we are going through the looking glass. We're breaking the fourth wall. Is it up on a screen? Who knows? I'm being handed a piece of paper now, ladies. I'm breaking that. Is it there? It is there. It is. Okay, so we are now going over now to that wonderful, tranquil imagination that only somebody who lives in Victorian times and probably has a bit of an opium habit. Can we say opium? I've said it now.
This is Wandsworth Radio News.
And the news is, I interrupted that serious guy there because it's 3:00 and it's almost time for Doctor WHeasel. He basically spoofs in a puppet format Doctor Who itself. And I don't know whether you've seen, but the new Doctor Who assistant has been made. Wow, I'm so excited. It's just me because it is in fact a girl called Bill. That's right. That is true. Looking at me. I went to college with a girl called Bill, and basically she's probably very happy that I'm mentioning it. But sometimes your life can be full of depression and anxiety and those sort of wonderful things that make life worth living, but also they don't. So if you're feeling depressed and you're feeling that life isn't worth living, maybe you're wrong. Maybe life is worth living. So keep doing life. Keep moving on. And that was sponsored by My Own Positivity. Later on, I'll be trying to work out what on earth those girls are doing with that thing over there. They're unplugging things, they're plugging, they're replugging things. But they've certainly plugged the film they're going to do and the several televisions they might have. And the Colour House Theatre has been seriously plugged. And there's no answer for that question. But there is an exciting jingle. And now we're going to have a tune by possibly Rat Boy in tooting itself, which surely is a verb. I've not been tooted live on air, but I might be any minute now. Goodness me, that was rather exciting. I don't know if that's an old song or a new song, but I'm being sort of almost 45. I was like, it's got a beat, I can dance to it. But the only thing I'm looking forward to right now is the next frighteningly exciting and non-repetitive episode of Doctor WHeasel. And in this one, I make a cameo appearance. That's right, I disguise myself as the bloke out of Cameo with that massive sort of plastic thing at the beginning of his crotch. That's not true, but I am in this one. Look out for me with your ears.
Featuring L. Stewart as Professor Wiedenstein.
Oh, I didn't know I got a reference. I've not heard to the end. There you go. That was me featuring in that fantastic sci-fi adventure. I don't know whether I've improved it or, to be honest, sort of made it half as exciting as it ever was. Well, here's some more of that well-known stuff that I believe people call music. Though it is by the Sugar Babes, it could be the opposite. Wow. That song, oh, she's still going. That I was thinking, like the original by Adamski, it needed to be watered down and be phoned in, and that's exactly what Sugar Babes have given to us. So thank you very much, Sugar Babes. That was lovely. You know, if any other classics that you want to destroy, go right ahead, because I don't control you. And also, I don't even know if that's the original members of the Sugar Babes, because they kept moving the format around. I don't even think the Sugar Babes know if they're original now, but we're now going over something a little bit more classy, a little bit more cultural, I think. And yet again, that is, you're listening to Wandsworth Radio. Honestly, you were, despite what that last sketch might have sounded like if you're inside my subconscious, or basically deeply homaging my Outer Limits and Twilight Zone box sets. And basically, that, I think, again, that was like a homage to Auntie during Battalion, because I always admire his soundscapery and his bizarreness and that kind of thing. And that was a song by Steps, and they do have a tendency of having one-word titles in their songs. So they did Tragedy and Stomp and Death and Maim and Clump, which I think one of their lesser well-known singles. But one of the people who may or may not be single, I don't know, but she is adjusting herself, what she's wearing now, even though she were going out live. You look fine, dear. Leave me alone. That's fine.
Don't talk about my adjustments.
I was going to say, you've just, well, you've got a very loose-fitting top on, so as have I.
I have a shirt on.
You were doing something. I don't know what it was. Anyway,
you
so
shouldn't be looking.
I know. Well, I wasn't. I was distracted. I was looking over to see if you were ready.
Right.
Quite clearly, you're getting ready for something. Who knows what that might be? We're not sure. I get told off now. So yes, hello, Riyanna.
Hello.
I get it right.
I know. Well
Riyanna,
done. You're really coming along.
I'm doing well with reading stuff off there.
I won't get you started.
You've got
my
Ray,
last name.
Rayanna. You've actually written it out, so I know.
Well, those are all the names that you've called me. So
yes. Called you Ray, and I've not called you Ryan, have I?
Yeah.
Have I called you Ray?
because I actually quite like that name for a girl.
Or called you Anna.
Yeah.
You like that one?
And once you sort of said, so Ray, you I
had irritable bowel syndrome that day. I was just
I heard
reaching.
all about it.
Yeah, sorry about that. And you're standing far away in the corner and stuff. So it's good to see you.
Thank you.
Because my eyes have returned and I can see things. It's great to see everybody here. It's quite a dusty studio, but it's good, and it's good to hear from you as well.
Lovely.
Yes, because we communicate with flags. And is that you? Flags and pigeons? Somebody's been sending me some flags and pigeons.
I'm afraid it's not me, but it sounds like you've got a secret admirer.
I have. Obviously, someone who said, do you like flags and pigeons? Well, don't contact me. Now, yes, we are talking about stuff. So I was saying there was like an article. Yes, it was. It was about you, wasn't it?
Which one?
Yes, the one that said that you really love action movies and stuff.
Well, no, I do love action films, and then I just happened to be talking about that one day in that article that you on about. Yeah.
Yes, because I mean, if there's
that weird? I love it. That's all right, isn't it?
Well, because I don't like Die Hard, and we had a huge fist to attack thing. There's one good scene in Die Hard. Let me tell you what it is.
It makes me so
one
upset
good.
to hear that
Can I tell you what the one good scene is? I'm knocking
the one good scene.
One good scene. 99% of it is rubbish. The only good scene that for me has tension and humour is the bit where Alan Rickman pretends to be one of the hostages, and that's when Bruce Willis is making his way in. That is a brilliant scene.
That is a brilliant scene.
The rest of
it's
it,
a great
forgettable.
moment. But how can you say that? Die Hard is like it's one of my favourite Christmas films.
Yeah.
It's one of the most amazing action
Christmas
films ever made.
film. Oh, it's Christmas,
Die Hard 2, granted,
Yeah.
definitely not as good. But the original Die Hard film, I remember watching it when I was like 6 years old with my dad. I should have been watching.
So
My
you have to
Little
have
Pony,
the mental agility of a 6-year-old, you see, because I'm
But
lower than that. I'm 5 or 4, so maybe when I
It's
intellectual, I get
a
better.
classic, brilliant action movie. You are the first person I've ever met who
Yes.
said that they did not like
Nah,
Die Hard.
Didn't really get.
And you're a man.
That too. I didn't know. No, now I know. Yes, in so many ways. So if there was any sort of particular role in an action movie, would you run around and just a vest? I'm not saying you should. That isn't like a request.
Plenty of
It's
women do.
initiation. Not just no. I'm married. No, they don't. No, basically,
Yes.
if there were any action hero that you'd like to play,
Yeah.
obviously female action heroes do tend to
There's
be.
not enough of them.
There's not. There's like Black Widow and
Well, there's a lot in the X-Men.
Lara Croft.
Yeah, Lara
and-
Croft's coming back.
Yeah, but I don't like the way that they did this like in 90s
Well, it's still
Bond
coming
movies
back,
where they'd either be crazy ladies with power or they'd have sort of like, tornadoes. They'd have like torpedoes coming out of their bosomy area.
Yeah.
Or, they'd be like novelty
You see,
ladies.
This is what I mean.
Yeah.
They need to just have strong, powerful, hardcore women. For example, going back to your question, I would have absolutely loved to play Sarah Connor in Terminator.
Now, are you saying
another one
this?
of my favourite
I know
films.
why you're saying this. Because the lady who played Sarah Connor
Linda
in
Hamilton?
in the more recent one, Terminator Genesis, that very few people have
there's like
seen.
5 of them.
She from Game of Thrones, he doesn't want to do it anymore. So if people are listening right now and want to employ a person to play Sarah Connor, you can. The opportunity is there.
That is literally the role that I would most love to play. And
Yeah.
I think, and I wrote something about this recently, let's do a stage production of Terminator or Sarah Connor's
great.
memoirs or something.
Is that all together? I mean, do you mean the first film? Or do you mean all of them?
Well, I'm specifically like, when Terminator 2 came out, I thought that she was badass. She was amazing.
Can we say ass? We've said it now.
I've said it, sorry. I
Okay.
thought that she was
Badass. Oh, God, I've said it again. Made it worse.
hardcore.
Hard bottom.
I thought she was absolutely amazing. And that role was written over 20 years ago. And I just think, let's bring it back. Let's bring her back. More women, more roles like that.
Like Ripley in...
Like, she terrified
yes,
me.
like
Ripley
she
in
terrified.
Alien, amazing.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, Sigourney
now, have you
Weaver.
noticed in the first 3 Alien movies, I'm so geeky, basically you are watching Ripley, right? In the 4th movie, it's superhero Sigourney Weaver. She's not playing Ripley, and it's like,
Which one's the 4th?
The 4th one is the Alien Resurrection, written by Joss Whedon and directed by a French director guy, and it looks amazing, and it's a bit silly. But if you watch it, it's not really Ripley. She's stopped being a strong woman. She's become that novelty woman
She's a bit
that Joss
downtrodden.
Whedon writes. Who always writes like it's not Mary Sue, but he always writes these characters that are strong women because they have superpowers, not because they are women or human beings. As in,
Yeah.
Buffy is strong because she's the chosen slayer. It's good. Buffy's awesome.
I know Buffy is good. It was like the show of the 90s.
And
wasn't it? Or
Fire.
the noughties.
Have you seen Firefly as well?
No.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear being attacked by. Actually, I think isn't that the Firefly theme tune being played on the accordion? Who knows? But yes, so action. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
Have
but
you
I just
seen?
think I just love her. She's awesome.
Have you seen Lucy, which is a recent film?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Some of it was
so
good.
bizarre.
Yeah, this idea that
And
like
it made me feel quite uncomfortable.
Yes.
But she was amazing in it.
she was good, but this idea of going, there's a woman, and now not only has she got superpowers, but she's thinking. It was the whole trailer seemed to be going, she's dangerous and
Yeah.
she's a woman, which makes her twice as dangerous.
It's one of
if
those
not 3
films I
times.
think I need to watch
And she's
again.
trying to park as well, which is oh my god. So that was ironic. Yes, okay. Yes, I wasn't really being
I
sexist.
see you like that film,
Pardon?
or perhaps the actress in it.
No, she's really bland. There's a lot of that. What's her face? The lady who plays Black Widow. I can
Scarlett
pout,
Johansson.
and I can. Well, in those movies, her job is to pout in a jumpsuit, and that's it.
Okay, I
She's
see
not very
you
good in the
have a
movies.
very
She's great in
different
other
point of
things.
view.
She's really good in other things.
Yeah.
But in those movies, they sort
I'll
of
have
say,
to take your word for
yeah.
it because I haven't seen enough of her in that role to comment.
What, the Black Widow?
Yeah.
She should get a movie around. But so basically, you're saying that this happened to Samuel L. Jackson in Tier 5 back in the 90s. He said if George Lucas is there, they're doing the prequels and everything. This gets interesting at a point. He said they knew they were making Phantom Menace, and he said, I'll play any character you like if I can be in Star Wars, said Samuel L. Jackson. And he ended up being Mace Windu, and it's really cool, and he got chucked out of a window in the Revenge of the Sith. Lots of cool things happened, and we are currently in Geeky Vision. However, you have just said you'd love to play, I forgot the name, Linda
Well, Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor's, yeah.
Bring her back.
Bring her back. Though.
Bring her back. Like, what's happening now with her?
Who knows?
And not bring her back in a sort of like Terminator 6 type way.
No.
Like a whole new thing about her and where she is and what's happened.
Would you like to be in a movie that's about the making of that movie? Like, you could play Linda Hamilton in a sort of a docudrama about how they... or something.
That's an idea.
It's an idea.
I don't
like
know
so many things,
I
it's an idea.
turn it down.
There you go.
Yeah.
So do you excuse me, I'm tripping over because it's an important question.
Yeah.
Do you or have you ever run around pretending to be the lady from Terminator 2? Have you practiced?
Oh, when I was a kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't do that nowadays. You don't run around and shout at people. Because she does. I feel so geeky. I read the book. I read the novelisation about 2 weeks ago of Terminator 2. And it's hilarious because it's a great movie. But if you read the book, they spend a lot of time describing what the security guards are thinking of. I'm not making this up. You know, usually security guards go, hey! In those movies, someone steals a car, some fat guy runs like, hey, like that. Well, in the version, it doesn't just say, hey, and it sort of says, security guard runs out and started thinking about his friend's sister, and maybe one day they'll get together and fall in love. Hey! And so that's
you'll have to lend me the
I'll lend you the book.
I think,
It's well worth reading for the pointless detail they add to very minor characters. That sort of thing.
Good to know.
But there you go. So it's good to see you again. So you're going off. I might see you again. I don't know. What are you up to next?
What am I up to next? I am. I'm doing a film in July.
About what?
It's sort of a apocalyptic type film set in modern day London.
Oh.
Yeah, it's cool.
Has it got zombies in? Because I'm up to here with zombies.
No, it hasn't. It's a real drama. It's about the relationships and rather than any sort of like weird zombie type.
So sort of Mad
creatures.
Max set in London kind of thing, but without
Definitely
cars.
not Mad Max set in London.
Okay, so none of those things.
No.
That's the reverse tagline. This film is not Mad Max set in London.
Yeah,
at all.
Maybe we could call it that. I'll speak to the director about that. But,
okay.
But no, so I'm doing that, and funnily enough, I just found out a couple of days ago. This is a bit strange. Do you remember I told you once? You asked me once, and I said about this Russian film that I dubbed.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
It's hilarious.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But it released in Russia this week, and it's the highest blockbuster selling film so far this year in Russia.
Wow, so you are hilarious. A star in Russia, but only your voice in another language.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, it's an amazing action film. So I'm pleased about that.
Wow. Okay, can you show us some of that action now? Oh, there she goes. She's jumping out. Don't jump out the window. She's bouncing off the ceiling. That is brilliant. This lady Rayanna should definitely be given the role of lady most. What are you doing there? Noise. You spoilt it now.
Out of a window.
Yeah, but be an action person. You go and you come back again.
Maybe you can just.
You need to be a stronger woman in your. You want to do it again? Like rather
no,
going,
I won't. I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish off there.
I forgot
you were
what I was saying now.
And I
you've destroyed my flow now. Yeah, Flo is completely destroyed. You see my little doll called Flo. Why you had to sit on her when you're staying on the chair though? Is Flo okay?
Sorry,
okay.
She's too small.
She's small, tall and tiny. But not like yourself, who's going to be a fantastic big actress. Well, I'm going to say, you're a 50-foot woman. You know what I mean. Yeah. I mean in the sense of your state as an amazing thespian, if I could use that word. Yes. So that's good. So look forward to seeing you not only apocalyptically in London, but also possibly in Terminator 6. Who knows? Well, ladies and gentlemen, is a small hole that you use to get water out of it, but well is also something you say at the end of a show. We've actually wrapped up now, and I was going to sort of say thank you, and I think I probably will have to say thank you in that unique way that people do, because today we've had a surprise visitor in the form of someone we weren't expecting. So if I just have a little look through here, because I think this little jingle thing I was going to set up, is it going to play? Yeah, so if you can hear, there's the jingle playing there because it's my coach has turned into a pumpkin. It is near the end of the show, but I wanted to say thank you so much to get it wrong. Okay, Rayanna. How can I mispronounce your name again? You're saying it Rayanna and Nicole Harvey as well.
Thank you for having me.
And also, now it's been a bit of a trick we played on there. We thought we had Auntie doing Battalion, but then he ripped off his face mask to reveal Gary Holics. Gary!
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
Has it? I'm glad to hear it. I wonder what you're doing in that corner. Good. That's great.
Yeah.
So basically, will you be joining us as yourself another time? And when, are you going to be on Auntie's show tomorrow?
Well, I will be actually hoping to be filming the X-Men, but I've just got to find my ex-wife.
Oh, there you go. Ending on a brilliant joke. That's awesome, Sarah. Well, thank you so much for coming along. And, well, thank you very much. Do tune in next week when we have the return of Lulu Miller, who is responsible for these 2 people coming along. Because she said go and hear some funny actressy people.
Gone all unruly. She's not looking after her.
Okay, right, okay, so they're completely these mad women she's left me with. So there you go. But thanks again for tuning in. See you all next week. And if you've been doing what you've been doing when you've been listening to it, me doing things also, I hope you've been enjoying yourself as much as I am trying to describe what you've been doing. Thank you and good night. Odie is now going into the news for some reason. Yes, the news just in. Oh, it's me talking. Is that Mark has persuaded us to return.
Smooth finish.
I know, but there you go. I'm glad you're just looking at his head there. It's really, really cool. It is an amazing head of hair that I've got here. I brought it with me. So I know. The thing is, I didn't realise that you have to press this button to end the show. Wandsworth Radio.